Okay. So student, we are going to cover the chapter called periodic classification of element. Okay. So first we have to cover the point to remember. So first point we have, there are 118 elements in modern periodic table. Out of 118 elements, 92 elements are naturally occurring and the rest 26 elements were synthesized in laboratory. Lavoisier was the first scientist who divided element into metal and non-metal. Antoine Lavoisier. Hydrogen is, and Antoine Lavoisier is also called as father of modern chemistry. Okay, just to remember that part. Then hydrogen is element which do not have neutron in its nucleus. Okay, one of the isotope of hydrogen which is have atomic number 1 and atomic mass also 1, means it is do not have neutron in its nucleus. The first periodic table was proposed by Russian chemist Dmitry Mendeleev in 1869. Origin of the name sodium is derived from the English word called soda, which means natrium. Okay, that's why we used to say sodium as a Na symbol. Okay, it's mean natrium, and which means sodium carbonate, and which is nothing but the salt forming compound or element. Then the origin of the symbol Ag comes from the Latin word argentum, which means silver. And for gold also, we are using Au as a symbol, and which means aurit, which means the gold. So to arrange element in proper way, different scientists started different method in order to classify the element. Okay, and it makes easy to understand properties of the different element together. Okay, so first attempt done by the Daubigny tried in 1870. Daubigny tried was a German scientist, John Wolfgang Daubigny is the full name, who suggested that properties of element is related to their atomic masses. And he arranged element in increasing order of their atomic masses, okay, and proposed the law called Daubigny triad. Okay, so first question for Daubigny triad we have, what is Daubigny triad? Give example. So Daubigny triad is nothing but a group of three elements having similar property, where the atomic mass of middle element is approximately equals to the mean of atomic mass of other two elements. Okay, according to it, we have the formula also, atomic number of middle element equals to atomic mass of first element plus atomic mass of third element divided by 2. Okay, so here we have three element in one triad, lithium, sodium and potassium. Okay, having atomic mass of 6.9, 23 and 39.1. If we will calculate the mean mass, we will get 23, and which is exactly equals to the atomic mass of other two elements and their mean. Okay, so here the atomic mass of sodium is equals to the mean of atomic mass of lithium and potassium according to the Daubigny triad. So here we have two more triad, okay, for calcium, strontium, barium, and next triad is chlorine, bromine and iodine, and we already gone through that. And the unit of atomic mass is AMU, but now it is used as unified mass. Okay, and it is the symbol for that unified mass. Then the second attempt done by the Newland, okay, and his arrangement is called as Newland octaves. So he arranged element in increasing order of their atomic masses and found that there is property of every eighth element was similar to that of first. Okay, so John Alexander Rhiannon Newland, he correlate the atomic masses of element with the physical and chemical property. Okay, and he arranged element in 1866 in the form of octave. Okay, and he made a table of 8 into 7 pi, 8 into 7 form, like every eighth element having similar property to that of first. So he started second row from there. Okay, so total in his arrangement there were 56 boxes, but only few element up to calcium was obeying the law of Newland octaves and other not. That's why his arrangement got failed. Okay, so what is the Newland octaves? So Newland octaves law states that when elements are arranged in increasing order of their atomic masses, then the properties of every eighth element was similar to that of first. Okay, for example, sodium is the eighth element from the lithium. Okay, so both have similar property. Also, magnesium was eighth to the beryllium, so they are having similar property. Likewise, chlorine was having eighth number to the fluorine. That's why both are having similar property like this. Okay, so this is the arrangement of Newland octaves. Okay, he arranged all the known element of that time, but only element up to calcium was obeying his law, other was not. That's why his arrangement got failed. And one more thing, why we are using the octave here, it is due to the same pattern shown in Hindi or English music note. Okay, like if we'll discuss about the English or in Hindi music tone here. So for English we have do, re, mi, fa, so, la, ti. Okay. Again the eighth will be do. Then again re. So it is repeated after eighth. Okay. Eighth place. That's why it is related to the octave. And same pattern was shown to the Newland also in his arrangement. That's why he compared his arrangement as the note of music. Okay, and he gave name as Newland octave. For Hindi tone, we have Hindi notes of music. We have sa re ga ma pa dha ni. Again, it is going to repeat sa re ga ma pa dha ni likewise. Okay. So again, the question comes in mind that why the like Newland octaves got failed, because having limitations. Okay, so what are limitations? The law octave was found to be applicable only element up to calcium only. Okay, it was not applicable for other element having a higher atomic masses. Position of hydrogen along with fluorine and chlorine was not justified on the basis of chemical properties. Okay, because hydrogen was not having the fixed position in his arrangement. Then we have Newland placed two elements in the same slot, okay, of same box in order to fit element in his periodic table or in his arrangement. Okay, so sometime he placed different element having like two element having different property in the same row, same box. Okay, it was the failure of arrangement of Newland. Okay, next two element in the same slot. Oh, that is done. Later, several elements were discovered which different properties which did not fit in the Newland octave law. Okay, that's why his arrangement got failed. For example, cobalt and nickel are placed in the same slot. Okay, cobalt and nickel are placed in the same slot in the column of fluorine, and it is totally wrong because fluorine is non-metal and cobalt and nickel were the metal. So chlorine and bromine, okay, but cobalt and nickel have property quite different from fluorine, chlorine and bromine. So that's why this arrangement is not relevant. Similarly, iron having similar property with cobalt and nickel, even after they place or they have given different position to them. Okay, so this is one of the drawback. Thus, it was realized that Newland law of octaves worked well only the lighter element and not for heavier element. Okay, that's why the classification of Newland was rejected. Okay, then Mendeleev came into the existence and he again tried to arrange element. Okay, so that time about 63 elements were known. 63. Okay, so he arranged all the known element in the form of table, okay, in periods and columns, or we can say the rows and column, okay, which is nothing but the period and groups. So in 1869, okay, just 5 years after the Newland octave, okay, he like Dmitry Mendeleev was the German Russian scientist who published the periodic table. He relates the property of element to the atomic masses and arrange all the known element in increasing order of their atomic masses. And he found that there is a repetition of physical and chemical properties after certain interval. And he was the first scientist who arranged all the known element of that time. And about 63 elements were known that time. Okay. You are getting the point, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So the Mendeleev periodic tables, periodic law states that physical and chemical properties of elements are periodic function of their atomic masses. Okay. So in Mendeleev's periodic table, vertical columns were called as groups and horizontal rows were called as periods. Therefore, the arrangement in the form of rows and columns, that means in groups and periods. In upper part of the periodic table, molecular formula of some compounds are shown as R2O. See, it is like H2O, but 2 was shown upper side like at the power. Okay. And R2O3 is nothing but Al2O3. It is for aluminum oxide. But in present time, they are written as R2O, like we are writing the number of R element or atom at the base now. Okay, like H2O and Al2O3. But that time, this number were shown at the top. But now they are showing at the base. Is it?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yeah. So now we are going to understand the features of modern Mendeleev's periodic table. So Mendeleev classified periodic table into the horizontal rows and vertical columns. Okay, the horizontal rows were called as period and vertical columns are called as group. The element with similar property comes into the same group. Similar property like they are having same valency, same number of electron in their outermost shell, their reactivity, okay, like this. Mendeleev also left some empty places for the element they were not discovered that time, but they may discovered in future, like aluminum, silicon, and boron in his periodic table are named as Ika aluminum, Ika boron, and Ika silicon. Okay. After Ika
Yes, sir.
boron, Ika silicon, and Ika aluminum were discovered, okay, so he predicted their properties also. Mendeleev not only predicted existence of Ika aluminum, Ika silicon, and Ika boron, but also described general physical and chemical properties of this element. When these elements were discovered, okay, so Ika aluminum, Ika silicon, and Ika boron were named as scandium, gallium, okay, scandium, gallium, and germanium. Okay, so here the arrangement, or we can say the Mendeleev's periodic table. This is the Mendeleev's periodic table. Okay. So what are the merits and demerits? We have to understand that also. So what are the merits of Mendeleev's periodic table? The correction of atomic masses. Number one. The Mendeleev's periodic table. Okay, atomic masses of some element were corrected. For example, atomic mass of beryllium was corrected from 13.5 atomic mass unit to 9 atomic mass unit. Similarly, with the help of this table, atomic masses of indium, gold, platinum, etc. were corrected by Mendeleev in his periodic table. Then systematic study of element. He arranged all the known elements in increasing order of their atomic masses, where elements of similar properties came into the same vertical column, means in groups. Then predicted element. In Mendeleev's periodic table, like Ika boron, Ika aluminum, and Ika silicon, okay, when they were predicted by Mendeleev and when they discovered, they became scandium, gallium, and germanium. Okay, so it was one of the like Mendeleev also predicted their properties, so it was one of the merit of Mendeleev's periodic table. Then position of noble
Yes.
gases. When noble gases were discovered, like helium, neon, argon, okay, krypton, xenon, they were like placed at Mendeleev's periodic table without disturbing the position of existing element. Okay, so it is again one of the merit of Mendeleev's periodic table. Now we are going to discuss about demerit of Mendeleev's periodic table. First, the position of hydrogen. Okay, so there was no fixed position for hydrogen because it was showing similar properties as first group element like alkali metals and also similar properties as halogen. Okay, that's why there was no fixed position for hydrogen in Mendeleev's periodic table. Then position of isotopes. See, the law of Mendeleev's periodic table says that elements are arranged in increasing order of their atomic masses. That means all the isotopes have to given different position because they are having different atomic mass. Is it? But he didn't.
Yes, sir.
But he didn't did that. Okay. So that's why here he goes against to his own law. That's why this is one of the drawback of Mendeleev's periodic table. Then incorrect position of cobalt and nickel. In Mendeleev's periodic table, okay, it was observed that certain places at element of higher atomic masses been placed before the element of lower atomic masses. Okay, like cobalt having atomic mass of 58.93 and nickel have atomic mass of 58.71. That means cobalt have to place after nickel. Is it or not? But he placed cobalt having atomic mass higher than nickel. Okay, so he placed cobalt before and nickel after. This is see, according to his law, he says that elements are arranged in increasing order of their atomic masses. That means he have to place cobalt after the nickel, but he didn't did that. Okay, so here it is one of the drawback of Mendeleev's periodic table. Is it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then anomalous pair of the element. In certain pair of the element, the increasing order of atomic masses were not obeyed. Okay. So Mendeleev's periodic table. Okay. There were some element they having atomic mass less are placed after the element having atomic mass more. So in this Mendeleev's periodic table, elements were placed according to the similar in their physical and chemical properties. That's why sometime he plays atomic some element having atomic mass less, but after the element having atomic mass more. So sometime he did such things due to their atomic, or we can say their properties are similar to each other of the same group. That's why he made some mistake, not mistake, he plays right, but atomic mass was not obeyed. Okay, for example, the atomic mass of argon is 39.9 and potassium is 39.1. Okay, so argon is placed before potassium. See here, argon must placed after potassium. Is it or not? But he placed argon having atomic mass higher, okay, before the potassium having atomic mass 39.1 and which is less than the argon. Is it or not? So
Yes, sir.
according to his law, sodium, no, not sodium, argon must place after the potassium. Okay, but he didn't do that. He arranged argon before the potassium. Likewise, tellurium having atomic mass 127.6, he placed before the iodine having atomic mass 126.9 and which is less than the tellurium. So he did wrong here also. He goes against his own law. Some element placed in the same subgroup varies in their properties. Like manganese is placed with halogen. Okay, here halogens are non-metal and manganese is metal. Okay, so it is again one of the drawback of Mendeleev's periodic table. Sixth, Mendeleev could not explain the cause of periodicity among the elements. Why elements like when arranged in atomic increasing order of their atomic masses, why there is repetition of chemical and physical property? He didn't explain that. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now we are going to discuss about modern periodic table. So modern periodic table, after discovery of electron, okay, scientists started relating properties of element with the atomic number. So in 1913, the English scientist Henry Moseley, after many experiments, he demonstrated that atomic number is the most fundamental property of for the classification of element and not the atomic mass. Okay, Henry Moseley started arranging element in increasing order of their atomic number. Okay, he introduced the new periodic law based on the atomic number called modern periodic law. Okay, so Bohr invented new periodic table, okay, which is called as long form of modern periodic table. And this long form of modern periodic table is known as modern periodic table. Okay, here the long form of modern periodic table is nothing but the modern periodic table only. Okay, so the modern periodic law states that the physical and chemical properties of elements are the periodic function of their atomic number, okay, not the atomic mass. And what is modern periodic table? The tabular arrangement of element based on the modern periodic law is called as modern periodic table. So now we are going to discuss about the structure of modern periodic table. So there are vertical columns in modern periodic table are called as groups, and they are 18 in number. And number of group represent number of electron present in their outermost shell. Okay. Then S block element of group 1 and 2 are called as S block element because electron of their outermost shell are progressively filled in S subset. Then we have P block element. So element of group 13 to 18 except helium, okay, are called as P block element because electron of their outermost shell are progressively filled in P subshell. Then likewise we have D subshell from 13 to 12, 3 to 12, and then element at the bottom of modern periodic table they are called as F block element. Then zero group element where noble gases which are the element of group 18, they have their all the shells are completely filled with electron. Then we have normal element. So element of group 1 and 2 as well as 13 to 17 are called as normal element because they have one shell is incompletely filled by electron. Then we have transition, they have two outermost shell incomplete, which is nothing but the element of group 3 to 12. And at the base of modern periodic table, we have lanthanoid and actinoid. They are called as inner transition element because they have three outermost shell incompletely filled by electrons. Okay, so this is the modern periodic table. First period is called as shortest, having 2 electron. Then second and third are called as short period, having 8 electron in each. Fourth and fifth periods are called as long period, having 32 elements. And the sixth and seventh period are called as longest period because they contain 32 elements in each. Okay, now we will discuss about relation between modern periodic table and the electronic configuration. So when we move from left to right along with period, the neighboring element differ slightly while differ widely with the distance element. Okay, like they are having like all the time when we are moving left to right, electrons are added in a same shell, due to which some differences or causes there, which is nothing but the trends. While element of same group shows similar property, okay, but when shows gradual gradation in the properties, like their melting point, their boiling point, okay, their reactivity, it changes while moving left to right. Valency remains constant, number of electron will also remains constant, but some properties are changes. They are similar but not identical. So these characteristics of the group and period in modern periodic table are because of the electronic configuration of the element, which decide the place of the element in modern periodic table. Then the number of electron in outermost shell, okay, of an atom decide the property of an atom, which determined by the electronic configuration only. Then we have periodic trends in modern periodic table. So first is atomic size. So the distance from the center of nucleus to the outermost shell is called as atomic radius, and atomic size is determined by atomic radius only. The unit of atomic radius is picometer, and which is 1 picometer is equals to 10 to the power minus 12 meter. Okay, and which is smaller than the nanometer also. Trend of atomic size in groups as well as in periods. So first we will understand in group. So we know as we move from top to bottom along with group, new cells are added each time, due to which distance from the nucleus to the outermost cell increases, which leads to increase in atomic radius all the time. Hence, atomic size will also increase down the group. So here we have example element, we have lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium and cesium. And here the atomic radius is increases one by one. Okay. Then in periods, when we move from left to right along with period, okay, electrons are added in a same shell, due to which nuclear charge increases because protons are also added in a same shell, which lead to increase the force of attraction between nucleus and outermost shell. And that force of attraction is called as Coulombic force. Do remember Coulombic force. Why it is called as Coulombic force? Because it is the force of attraction working between two different charges. Okay, the charge on proton
Yes, sir.
and the charge on electron. Okay, and the unit of charge is coulomb. That's why it is called as Coulombic force, due to which outermost shell slightly pulls towards the nucleus, and hence atomic radius decreases in period. Therefore, atomic size decreases left to right along with period. So here we have atomic size of the period like lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen and oxygen. Okay. So here we have the trend, how it changes, how it decreases. Then the second trend for valency, we are going to understand. So valency is nothing but the combining capacity of an element, and it is determined by the number of electrons present in outermost shell of an atom. Valency can be easily determined by electronic configuration of an atom. Okay, now we will understand the trend first in groups. So when we are moving top to bottom along with group, okay, we know the element of the same group contain equal number of electrons in their outermost shell. Hence, valency remains constant. Okay, when we move top to bottom along with group. Okay, so here we have element of group 1, lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, having same number of electron in their outermost shell, 1, 1, 1. That means their valency is 1. Element of group 2, beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, barium and radium, and they are having 2 electron in their outermost shell, means their valency is 2. Then element of group 18, we have helium 0, neon 0, argon 0, krypton 0, xenon, radon, organium, all are 0. That means their valency is same, 0. Okay. So therefore valency does not change down the group. Okay, it remains constant. Now we will discuss in period. So when we move left to right along with period, electrons are added in a same shell, due to which valency first increases from 1 to 4 and then decreases from 4 to 0. Okay, so here we have one example of the period 2, like lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine and neon. So see here, valency first increases from 1, 2, 3, 4 and then decreases from 4, 3, 2, 1, 0 like this. Okay, so valency first increases from 1 to 4 and then decreases from 4 to 0. Is it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now we are going to discuss about the metallic and non-metallic character. So first we have to understand metal, non-metal and metalloid. So metals means elements having tendency to lose electron, okay, are called as metal. As tendency to lose electron increases, metallic character will increase. Okay, like suppose we are having two metal and both are going to lose electron, but one will lose electron easily, so having more metallic property. Is it? So metals
Yes, sir.
are electropositive in nature. Okay, so what are non-metals? Non-metals having tendency to gain electron are called as non-metal, and as tendency to gain electron increases, non-metallic character also increases. So non-metals are electronegative in nature, whereas metalloids, elements having properties intermediate between metal and non-metals are called as metalloid. So it depends on the other element which is going to combine with metalloid. It may gain or it may lose electron or it may share electron also. Now we will understand the trend of metallic and non-metallic character in group as well as in period. So first we will understand in groups. So when we move from top to bottom along with group, atomic size increases. As increase the distance from center of nucleus to the outermost shell. Yes, we know that. Okay, so which leads to decrease the force of attraction between nucleus and electron of outermost shell. So as we know that as distance increases, force of attraction will decrease, because force will inversely proportional to the distance. If distance will increase, force of attraction will decrease. Is it? Due to which electron get easily removed out from the outermost shell. Hence, metallic character increases down the group. Hence, atomic size increases, tendency to lose electron also increases. Okay. So the electropositive character increases and electronegative character decreases in group. Is it? Do
Yes, sir.
reply. Yes. Therefore, metallic character increases and non-metallic character decreases. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Now,
sir.
in period. When we move from left to right along with period, atomic size decreases as increase in force of attraction between nucleus and outermost shell. So we already gone through that. When we are moving left to right along with period, atomic size decreases. If atomic size will decrease, atomic radius will also decrease. So due to decrease in atomic radius, the force of attraction between electron of outermost shell and nucleus will increase. So due to which it becomes very difficult to lose electron from outermost shell of an atom. That means as atomic size decreases, tendency to lose electron will also increases, and tendency to gain electron will increase. Is it or not?
Yes.
Yes. That means electropositive character decreases and electronegative character increases in period. Therefore, metallic character decreases and non-metallic character increases when we move left to right along with period. Okay. So here we have the trend. See, this is the metallic character. Okay. If we are moving in this direction, okay, from left to right, increase non-metallic character, and in this side increases the metallic character. From top to bottom, increasing the metallic character, and from bottom to top decreases the non-metallic character, increases the non-metallic character. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So now gradation in halogen family, just we gone through that. Element of the group 17 are called as halogen because they are from halides, and halides are nothing but salt forming compound or element. Then all the halogens have same general formula, and which is X2, because they are present in molecular form. X2, X is halogen and they are present in X2 form, like F2, Cl2, Br2, I2, etc. Okay. So lower elements of halogen like fluorine and chlorine are in gaseous form. Middle element like bromine is in liquid form, and higher elements like iodine is present in gaseous, solid or solid form. So this is the gradation in halogen family. Okay. Now we are going to discuss about the demerit of modern periodic table. We have only one demerit, and which is there is still no fixed position for hydrogen atom because it is showing similar property to the first group element like alkali metals, as well as similar property to halogen also. Similar property to halogen also. Okay, like element of group 17. That's why there is no still fixed position for hydrogen atom.
Sir, why? Can you once again explain the gradation of halogen?
Okay, so first element, first like lower element having less atomic mass like fluorine and chlorine, they are present in gaseous form. Okay, middle element like bromine, which is present in liquid form, and iodine, which is present in waxy solid form. Okay, it is nothing but the gradation, because how they are different from each other, it's nothing but the gradation. Okay,
Yes, sir.
so here we have completed the revision of our chapter called periodic classification of element, and here we have difference between Mendeleev's periodic table and modern periodic table. So just go through it through your notes I have sent you. Okay,
Yes, sir.
yeah. So if you want to take a screenshot, you can take here. No, you have already the notes.
We have.